Tribe, it's your girl Najee here, and I am back with another video. Sorry, I know I have like a tank top on right now, but like I like legit have a fever and I'm overheating and I can't wear that big ass denim jacket right now. But just rest assured, this is a tank top. This is not a bra. I'm not naked. It's just hot. I don't know what happened. Like Florida was getting cool for a little bit. Like it was like in the 45s, 38 range, you know, and then out of nowhere I went outside and it's just like blazing hot and my apartment's hot and it's just, yeah, that's why I'm wearing a tank top. So this is a requested story from you guys, because last week I told a story about how Spodie had her little moment and ran away, but that my cat actually legit ran away, like was gone for hours, bitch, and it was way more of a mess than when Spodie had her little 5 seconds of fame. And a lot of you guys said that you wanted to hear about it, so here I am telling you guys a story about when my cat ran away. So if you guys like my story times, please give this video a big thumbs up. And yeah, I'm just gonna get right on into it. So this happened when I was still in high school, and I don't remember how old I was. I might have been like a sophomore or something, because that was the year where I even got Hendrix. I adopted Hendrix from PetSmart when he was 6 months old, and you know, he was cute. He was like a little ball of gray fluff, just looking as adorable as ever, and he was a little kitten. And when we brought him home, he primarily stayed in my room until he got comfortable with the house, and he was an overall he was a very shy cat. He's still shy till this day. He's not very like he won't run up to you if you come to the house. Like if you're a new person and he does not know you, he's going to hide and then like slowly come out, or he might not even come out to say hello to you at all. Like he's very to himself. He's very into his hygiene. He doesn't like getting dirty, and that's why this whole situation like really took me for a spin on how he would even think, like what did he think was gonna come from this. So the story that we got from Hendrix was that he was adopted, well, he was found in downtown Jacksonville. So he used to be a little street cat or whatever, but they took him in, they neutered him, and then put him up for adoption. So he used to be a little hood cat, but he didn't act like a hood cat. He was bougie, but he was a hood cat at the end of the day. He's a little bougie hood cat. There was, the way my house's schedule was set up at the time when I lived with my mom and I was in high school, it was like I went to school first, and then my mom went to work, and then my brother, who was in middle school, would go on his bus later, because for whatever reason down here it's like high schoolers go to school first, then elementary students, and then middle schoolers go to school at like 9 o'clock. I don't know why, but that's just how it is down here. So my brother was always the last person out the house. But this day I wanted to skip school. I don't know why. I just did not want to fucking go to school. I just did not want to go to school. Like I think it might have just been because I was tired or something. I don't know, but all I knew was that, like, you know, I was just gonna pretend to go outside and then just go back into the apartment and just chill, right? I didn't even get to do that, and it's so crazy because the night before I specifically remember staying up like way too late, and I was like, it's okay, this is gonna be the plan. I'm just gonna, you know, walk out the door and pretend that I left, and then XYZ and blah blah blah, and it'll be all good, blah blah blah. And then, you know, I went to sleep, but the gag is that I didn't even wake up and do the whole procedure that I thought I was gonna do. I genuinely like overslept. So, you know, I overslept, did not realize that, you know, my brother had left, my mom had been left. I'm still thinking it's like 5 in the morning because, you know, well, not 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning. I get up, I get dressed, and I'm like, okay, in order for this to work, I gotta like do my thing or whatever. So, you know, I walk out, and once I'm done, I go to the front door and I open the door. Look, Hendrix usually would be like in my mom's room or something, but in this instance, this dude was in the kitchen, and he just decided to just run out the front door. Now, as soon as he ran out the door, I was like, oh my God, Mom, oh my God, no answer. So I run to my mom's room, she's gone, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Check my phone, it's like fucking 10 in the morning. So I'm like, oh shit, I'm the only one here. So I run out the door, right? Because mind you, I lived in a townhome, and it was like a long road, and then there's like a lake at the bottom. So, you know, I'm wasting all this time in the house, like, oh my God, is anybody here? Like, when I should have just been trying to get this damn cat. And this is back when he was young and he was fit. So he was gone, bitch. So I run outside, he's running. All I see is just gray, just just hitting it, and I'm like, oh my god, this dude is gonna get hit by a car. So, you know, I'm running after him. I got my backpack on and all, and I'm just running after him. He dashes into some bushes, and I'm like, fuck. So I run to the bushes. I can't find him, and I'm like, fuck. So I'm just over here in this little corner in these bushes looking for him. I'm calling his name. I'm pretty sure he was still too young to even really know his name. So I'm calling his name. I'm like, Hendrix, where are you? Where are you? Blah, blah, blah. Hendrix, what the fuck? I'm just looking for him. I could not find him. So finally, I'm like, okay, I have to call my mom and tell her not only did I oversleep and miss my bus, but that, and mind you guys, my mom is the type of mom, because my school was not close, but it was not far. But my mom was the type of mom where if you miss your bus, you walk into school. Like, you're walking to school, and you should have thought about it before you missed your bus. Like, that's just how my mom is. So I was like, fuck, not only am I gonna have to call my mom and tell her I missed my bus, but I'm also gonna have to tell her, and that I overslept, but I'm also gonna have to tell her that I let the cat out and the cat ran away. So, you know, I call her and I'm like, Mom,
what's wrong?
Because she's thinking I'm at school, so she's like,
what's wrong?
I overslept.
Oh, Naja, oh my, are you fucking kidding me? You should've, I could've sworn I didn't hear you leave the house. I knew it. I should've went up there and checked on you.
Okay, but look, as I was leaving the house, Hendrix ran out the house.
What? Where is he? You went blah, 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 blah.
And it's so funny because my mom didn't even want to get him. Like, my grandma bought Hendrix for me and my brother on Christmas, and my mom was so like about him. But when I told her that I let that little man out, she went ballistic. She was like,
are you kidding me? You better find him. Where did he run off to?
Like, he ran in these bushes. Like, I'm over here trying to find him in these bushes. I cannot find him.
Well, you better fucking find him.
And I'm just like, well, isn't he microchipped?
That's not the point, because if we find him microchipped and he's ran over, what's the point of the microchip?
And I'm just getting cursed the fuck out. And I'm just like, you know what, Mom, okay, I'm gonna call you back when I find him.
Okay, and then when you get done finding him, you gonna walk to school.
And I'm like, okay, bet. Mind you, on foot, walking to school would take me like an hour, maybe like an hour and 30. Like, it's not no little ass walk, but it's not far, but still, like, my mom was not fucking playing, because my mom would always be like, I'm not going to jail for y'all because y'all don't want to go to school and blah, blah, blah. His mom has said that to them, like, I ain't going to jail for you, you need to go to school. Let me know in the comments below who else's mom has hit them with that line. I don't know if that's like an American thing or what, of where like it's literally against the law to not bring your kids to school for a certain amount of days, but I know in America it's a thing. Let me know in the comments. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna just keep focusing on this little area, because how fast he was running, he could be anywhere. So I'm just looking around and I'm just walking, because like I'm literally in the backyard of the townhomes, and because those are the bushes he ran in. So I'm literally just walking in other people's backyards looking for my cat. And you know, there's old ladies sitting on their porch looking at me crazy like I'm trying to steal something. Even though I'm not gonna lie, when I was younger, I used to steal shit off of people's porches, but it used to be like plants. Like I was a weird ass kid. So I'm looking for my cat, you know, I'm stressed out. Mind you, it had rained the night before, so it's all muddy and wet and gross outside. And I really think that's what even contributed to me not realizing how late it was in the day, because when I overslept, because it was so foggy and just dark looking outside. So I'm trying to find a gray cat in wet, gloomy, dark weather. So I'm just like, yo, I need to find this cat or my mom is going to beat my ass. Like, she's going to beat my 15-year-old ass right now. So, you know, I'm looking in the bushes. Then finally I get to like the lake I was telling you about with like the dock and stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, Hendrix, please don't tell me you jumped in this lake, because my cat is a special type of cat apparently, because he loves water. Like, even to this day, he loves water. He does not mind being wet. So I'm just like, Lord, please do not have let this man, well, this boy at the time, jump in this fucking pond, or like, I don't know, like, please don't let him have gotten eaten by something, like, because he was small, but he wasn't like super tiny. He was probably like this big, like this long or whatever. Now he's probably like that big now, but back then he was probably like, yeah, like that big. So I'm like, please don't let nothing have happened to him. And then I'm like, what if somebody picked him up, because he's very fluffy and like cool looking. I'll put a picture of what his breed looks like he's very fluffy and cool looking. So I'm like, somebody probably gonna pick his ass up. Best case scenario, we can microchip him and find him in some old lady's house in the neighborhood. Still wasn't finding him. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna run back to the house, drop my backpack, and actually get some things that can help me search, like get some treats, maybe get a toy, and get a flashlight. Ran back to the house, and I know, guys, I'm wasting even more time by running back to the house instead of like staying on his trail, because he could be anywhere at this point. So I go back to the house, I drop off my backpack, I get some treats, get a toy, get a flashlight. One of those little, we used to have like a junk drawer in our apartment. I have a junk drawer in mine right now, but we used to keep like the little clicker flashlight, not like a big ass flashlight. So I go out there and I'm looking in all the same places that I seen him when I did have him in my peripheral. I really, like, that whole time I was looking for him, I was like, why did I go in the house to look for somebody? I should have just left the house. Like, why did I go back and yell for my mom? Like, why didn't I just go with my instinct and run after the cat? And I just kept replaying that over and over in my head. Like, I'm never gonna be able to find him. Like, there's no way. Like, and then I went back into the house to get the fucking flashlight and shit. Like, I'm not gonna be able to find him. It's done. I'm gonna get my ass whooped. I started looking across the street. I went to the playground. I went to the pool. I went deeper into the neighborhood, like deep in the back of the neighborhood to try to find him. I still could not find him. On my way back up, still couldn't find him. I was literally outside for like 45 minutes to an hour, could not find him, right? So I literally went back to my house and look, because it's a long road and then there's townhomes all on the road. So I'm walking up to my house and I'm gonna go across the street and look over there again. And then I notice in the corner of my eye, I see something. And I'm like, this ain't him. This is not him. I'm about to be so mad. So I see in the corner of my eye and it's him. He's walking like he's walking just so casually. He's not running or nothing. So, you know, I'm like, this time I'm not gonna run up to him. I'm just gonna walk towards him. So I'm walking towards him and I notice like he's walking back towards our house. So I'm like, okay, good sign. Maybe I could have just chilled and he would have just came back by himself, because he's literally walking back to our house. So, you know, I'm kind of creeping behind him and he's continuing to walk to our house. And, you know, he just sits by the front door and he just sits there and he just looks like sad. And I walk up to him and he just looks up at me and he meows. He was filthy. He had dirt all over him. His paws were all wet. And I noticed he had like a cut like on his eye, and he had another cut like on his like right above his paw. And I'm like, bruh, did you get beat up? I pick him up and I'm looking at him and I'm like, oh my God, like you literally got your ass beat out here, bro. Like and I'm laughing now, but at the time I was like, oh my God, you got your ass beat. Like it literally looked like he got clawed up by another cat, because in that neighborhood, there were some hood ass gangster cats in that neighborhood. Hendrix thought he was hood and then he fucked with the wrong one apparently, because he was all cut up. I was like, oh fuck, here we go. So I picked him up. We get into the house and I gave him like a quick bath, and to get all, like, he had twigs and leaves and he just smelled bad. Like I really feel like he may have tried to drink out of that lake I was telling you guys about earlier, because his whole face just was like right around his mouth was like all brown and gross. So I rinsed him off and I saw his cuts, and I already knew my mom was gonna see it. So I took a picture of the cuts and I sent it to her, and I was like, yeah, I think he may have gotten into a fight with some cats while he was outside. Just to be real with her, because I don't want to come home from school and get cursed the fuck out for something that I could just, you know, get cursed the fuck out for something right now. So I sent it to her.
Oh my God, you're so irresponsible. You thought you were ready for a pet. You just let him run outside and get beat up and blah, blah, blah. Now we're gonna have to take him to the doctor, because what if he has to get shots?
And I'm like, okay, well, we're just gonna have to take him to the doctor. Like, I don't know what to tell you. We ended up taking him to the doctor. He got some shots. He ended up being okay. But my mom like never held that against, like never let it go. Like she always held it against me that I let Hendrix out the house to go and get beat up and go swim in swamp water. Like, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Hendrix has ran away recently. He actually ran away, I wanna say 4 days ago at my grandma's house, because my grandma, she has like a huge back patio, but it's screened in, and I guess she didn't close the patio door all the way, and he ran out. Like he just ran out, and my grandma was chasing him all over the place, and she finally caught him. And like every time he would run away somewhere, like he does the same thing, except for that one time, the first time he ever did it, when I saw him and he got beat up and he was like looking at me sad. Every time he runs away and you pick him up, he'll start hissing at you. Like he won't swat at you, he'll just start hissing at you like he's pissed off. Like, damn bro, why you messing up my fun? Like, hot ass mess. My cat is a hot ass mess. I don't care what anybody says, cats definitely have personality, because he's a hot ass mess. So that's pretty much it for this story. Sorry if it's so short, but yeah, that's just what happened. And let me know in the comments below, has your cat ever ran away before? And let me know, have any of your cats ever ran away and then just come back home, because Hendrix has done that twice where he'll run away and then he'll just come back to the house and just be crying outside. There was literally one time where he got out and we didn't even know he got out, but then we kept hearing meowing noises and we opened the door and he's just sitting in front of the door looking at us like, nigga, you didn't know I was gone? Let me know if your cat has ever done that before. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye.